Hey guys, it's Mary Ellen. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, thanks for stopping by. We all make mistakes in our planner, myself included. I make mistakes all the time, and there's lots of ways to deal with these mistakes and ways to fix them. So I think I have some really good suggestions for you in this video. So if you'd like to learn about that, keep watching. So before we get into the planner portion of the video, I just want to mention that this video is sponsored by Skillshare. In case you don't know what it is, Skillshare is basically an online learning community for creatives. They offer thousands of classes on things we're interested in, like lettering, like drawing. They even have some planner classes, which is crazy. They have classes on photography, on content creation, on productivity, all sorts of different creative types of classes. And the good news is it's for everyone from beginners to pros. So the classes offer a combination of video lessons and a class project. Most of the classes are under an hour, which is great if you're busy like I am, because I can go on and pick up where I left off whenever I want to. The other good thing is they're always launching new premium classes all the time, and there's no ads. It's made specifically for learning, so you don't have to sit through ads or anything like that. So I've been taking a couple of classes so far. I've been taking Intro to Procreate, which has been so helpful because I'm making a sticker book and I don't know what I'm doing. It's taught by Brooke Glazer, and she's awesome, and she's going step by step with really easy tutorial for someone like me to understand. And one takeaway that I learned right away was all about DPI and page sizing and stuff. That's really helped me out a lot. So if you have some goals this year to get more creative, or you just want to learn some new things, I promise you this is going to be a game changer for you, as it has been for me. And it's inspiring too. I've found a couple things I want to try that I haven't even thought of. So the first 1,000 people who click the link in the description will get a free trial of Skillshare's premium membership, and you can get started on exploring your creativity. Okay, now on to the planner video. Okay, so this has been such a highly requested video. I get asked this all the time. So basically what I did was went on Patreon and asked my patrons for suggestions, things that go wrong in their planner that they might want to learn about how to fix in this video. So they gave me a whole lot of suggestions. So we're going to kind of go through them one by one. Okay, so the first mistake is the most obvious mistake of them all. Say you write something down on your page that you either hate the way you wrote it, you made a big spelling mistake, you wrote the wrong thing, you wrote it on the wrong day, all of that kind of stuff. You smudged it. First of all, I want to talk about friction pens. Friction pens are erasable gel pens. I do not have any to show you because I don't use them. I've been resisting them for a couple of reasons. I have heard that the writing is not as dark and opaque as a regular pen, and that's really important to me. The other thing I have heard about friction pens is that if you leave them like in a hot car, or if they're exposed to heat on your page, you will come back and see that the ink has either faded or disappeared, and I don't want that in my planner. But that being said, a lot of people do rave about them, and if you're somebody who makes a lot of mistakes, that's something you can look into. So if you use friction pens and you like them or don't like them, let me know in the comments down below. I'd like to hear your opinion. So say you write... say you're like, oh, I wrote appointment and it looks really not good and I can barely read it and I really want to redo it. Or say say you didn't have an appointment that day or something. So there's a couple of things you can do. The first one's so obvious, but I do have to say it. You can cover it with a sticker. You can put a decorative sticker on top of there. You can put a box sticker on top. So when I put box stickers over mistakes, typically what I do is white out underneath, because these are a little bit see-through. And you don't have to do that. I just like to do it because then I'm not going to have anything showing through at all. So then you can, just cover it up and write back on top. And again, you can put a decorative sticker on top. It does not have to be a box sticker. So say you wrote... let's say you had an appointment with Joe. Say you had like a date with Joe and then he cancels on you. What a jerk, right? So you can do a couple of things. You can cross it out. Don't be afraid to cross it out. And in this case, probably a good idea because then you can like do a little arrow and like jerk or something. So don't be afraid to cross it out. I do cross it out sometimes and I leave it like that. Embrace your mistakes. It's okay. Sometimes I even do a little cute arrow and I'll write, oops, you know, or look at all these I'll even like write, I'm making so many mistakes this week or something like that. It's okay to do that. I think it makes it kind of fun and interesting in your planner when you look back on it later and you're like, look at all the mistakes I made that week. But if you don't want to keep it, you know, there's other things that you can do. So if you don't want to cross it out and you already wrote it on a box sticker, you can take another box sticker and put it right on top of it like this. Okay, say you're like, no, I wasn't supposed to go out with Joe. I was supposed to go out with George. I forgot. I picked the wrong guy. I wrote the wrong guy's name down because I'm dating a lot. So you have a date with George now. You're like, okay, good. George. And then you're like, wait a minute. It wasn't George. It was Brian. You're like, oh no, I did it again. So another way you can cover up mistakes is you can take label paper. Let me get a piece of label paper to show you. So this is Avery label paper. I use the half sheet ones because I actually use these also for shipping labels. But if you're not somebody who uses them for shipping labels, you can also get a full sheet and that will last you a really long time because if you get like a pack of, I don't know, 20 or 50 or something, it's going to last you really, really long time. You can either cut out just enough to cover George. But the problem with that is when you do that and then try to write on it, it's going to be a little difficult because, you know, it's going to be bumpy if you start to write and then it goes off of this sticker, off of the label paper onto the page. So I try to pretty much cut it exactly the size of the box. Probably not going to do a good job because I'm doing it quickly, but yeah, I went a little big, but you know what I mean? Like pick one that, you know, cut it to fit inside your box and then you can write Brian's name down. That's also a good thing to do if you don't want to waste a box sticker. So say you made a mistake on the first box sticker. You didn't want to put another one down because why waste your good box stickers? You can use label paper. It's a lot cheaper of an option and you don't waste any stickers. Another thing you can do is just use whiteout. That is always an option. You can write right on top of the correction tape here. But you have to be careful. So I have noticed that if I use a felt tip pen, it does not work as well as a gel pen over whiteout. So, I need another name. I need another name, Mike, because you just can't keep these men straight. So you can write right on top of it. It doesn't look as good because if I write it here, it's like slightly different, but it's still not bad. Again, felt tip doesn't work as good. And also another tip is when you're writing right on top of whiteout, don't push hard on there. Kind of keep the pen sort of like up on the surface because if you push too hard, it's going to kind of mess up and like push the whiteout around and you don't want that either. Another thing you can do is cover it up with washi tape. So you can make a cute little washi tape area here. Just put it down, pop it down. It looks cute. You can even put like a cute little sticker on top of it. Like say you want an ice cream cone on there, you know, just pop that down. Now you've got like a cute little thing and it doesn't look like you made a mistake really. It just looks like, you know, you made a little design there. So sometimes if I have an appointment Friday, I'll put it on Thursday. Say I was supposed to meet Mike on Friday, but I put it on Thursday. There's a couple of things you can do here, but what I sometimes like to do, and this is okay to do, is again, just draw a cute little arrow and you know, you can even leave it like that, or you can just write, oops, wrong day or whatever. Actually, the LOL quotes book has some really, and the Sassy Plans book have some really funny, cute quotes for that kind of stuff. So you can check those out. Okay, the second mistake that you can make sometimes is if something's rescheduled or canceled. I know I just showed you here, but say this is rescheduled until next week. Well, Happy Planner does have some rescheduled stickers in quite a few of their books. They have one in handwritten plans, which I didn't even realize until I was looking for them right here. A whole bunch of them. And then like in rainbow, and a bunch of other books have them. So you just have to look. So say it was rescheduled to next week. You can just take this sticker. You can pop it right on top. And actually, I prefer to do that rather than cover it up, because I like to like look back sometimes, and that actually helps me with planning and with remembering what happened. So I prefer to do it that way. But of course, you can do anything you want. One really good resource I've found online is, and she does not know me and doesn't sponsor me or anything like that, but I found the stickersearch.com. I think it's the stickersearch.com. I think. I'll try to remember to link it below. But it's a Happy Planner sticker inventory. And basically you type in rescheduled, and that's what I did here. That's why I'm mentioning it. You type in rescheduled, and it's going to pop up all the sticker books that have rescheduled stickers in them. And it's been a lifesaver for me when I'm really having a hard time remembering where certain stickers are. I really enjoy using that, so I just thought I'd mention it. Okay, the third mistake you could make in your planner is to put a sticker in the wrong place or drop a sticker on the page, which I do all the time. So let's just grab a sticker. Let's grab one I don't really like, because I don't want to waste my good stickers. I'll do study because I'm not in school. Okay. So, oops, I dropped the sticker and now it's like right here. And sometimes, like, especially the clear stickers will like stick really well, like right away. And it almost feels like the page is magnetized. You know what I mean? Well, this is your friend, you guys. This is called Undo, and it removes stickers so easily. A lot of people are afraid of this. I was afraid of it in the beginning too, but it is your friend. It is a miracle elixir, I always say, and you will see what I'm saying. So pour that. I know I know you don't want to pour that on your page, but do it anyway. You can take a palette knife or some other kind of flat thing and lift it up off the page. You can even just peel it up yourself. And the sticker's wet, the page is wet. Oh no, it's going on over my writing. It's going through to the other side. It's on my desk. Panic, right? No, it is okay. And you will watch. I'm going to sit here and you'll see how fast this dries. It's drying right now. You can see it shrinking, right? And this is getting drier too. So this is a great way to take stickers off your page. I have done this when I've put down whole spreads. I've made like a whole before the pen spread and realized that I hate it so much. And I have poured this on my entire page and taken every single sticker off that spread and put them back on. And it works. It doesn't smear your pen. It doesn't wreck your page. It doesn't make your sticker less sticky. Maybe slightly. No, this is still pretty sticky. And look, it's just about dry. It has been a lifesaver. I am not kidding. I love this stuff, and I need to buy some more because I use it so much, because I'm always making sticker mistakes. So anyway, if you put a sticker in the wrong place, that is the best way to take care of that. So another problem you might have in your planner, and I have this all the time, is a ripped sticker. So what do you do if you rip a sticker? I'm going to show you. So say you were putting down this sticker that says work it, and you're oh no, it ripped. And you're like, I've been waiting for, 6 months to use this. It's my favorite sticker ever. I wanted that work it sticker. I don't want to waste it. So basically, you take the part, not the part you ripped off, but you take the part on the bottom that has like that white area on the side, and you just place this, and this might be self-explanatory, but you just place it down on the page. And then you're going to take this part that doesn't have the white part on top, and I like to use tweezers sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it does. and you're just going to do what I call sticker surgery. I do this in so many of my videos because I rip stickers a lot. And you're just going to do the very best you can to match it up. It's sometimes really hard to do. And it's hard for me right now because I can't put my head close to the page. If I did, I'd be able to match it up pretty well. But I'm trying to do this under the camera, and there we go. Okay, so that's pretty good. If you look closely, you're going to know that, you know, it was ripped and it was, you know, fixed. But you have your sticker back, and it's okay. The other thing you can do if you rip a sticker and say you try to put it back together and you just can't do it. Say it's like, or say you like ripped off a little piece and then you lost that portion or something. And let's just do that. Let's cut off. Whoops. It's hard to rip this. Okay, so say you like ripped off a piece that you can't save or something. So, and let's just say that's together. So then your corner here is ripped. So you can always put another sticker on top of it. Like, you know, I always layer stickers all the time. So if you have a portion of it that's ripped and you couldn't put it back together, you know, very well, just stick another sticker right over that portion so that you don't even see that ripped area at the top. You can also use your X-Acto knife to cut off a portion of the sticker. So this is messed up here. When I put it back together, it looks bad. So you can trim off parts of the sticker to kind of make it, like, disguise it and make it look a little bit better. This works especially well with like flowers. Now I can't get this off, but you know what I'm saying. Like, it works really good with flowers or something like that where you might not see like that little bit is gone, and I kind of trim around it and take that part off. I hope that makes sense. Sometimes you'll rip a sticker that's a clear sticker. They're a little bit trickier, and I usually do have to use the X-Acto knife to take care of those. Wait a minute. These ones are kind of small. I wanted to try to get a bigger one. Okay, so let's just get this one. It's harder to rip these, but sometimes they will rip. So say you have this ripped sticker like this. Sometimes it bumps up with these clear stickers, and then you can kind of cut off parts of it with the X-Acto knife. I know I'm not being very descriptive, but that's kind of what I do, especially if, like, say part of this sticker is like sticking up and it got like bent and you can't like put it back down on the page. I'll just kind of go and cut that part off. You know what I mean? Obviously a bad example. That's not what I want it to look like, but I think you get what I'm saying. Okay, next thing, say you have bleed through of a pen. So let's just take a Tombow, because sometimes they bleed through. Let me get one. And you were coloring on the one side, and then the other side of the page has some bleed through. So say you're like coloring something in, you went a little too hard. And then when you turn the page to start your next week, you see, wow, that didn't even really bleed through. Let's keep going. You have to, actually, these are pretty good. Okay, so see there's some bleed through there, and you see it on your other page, and you're disappointed because you obviously, you know, want to use this page for the next week. There's a couple things you can do here. If it's not too obvious or too big of an area, obviously cover it up with a sticker. That's what I always say, cover it up with a sticker or cover it up with label paper or cover it up with whiteout. But if it's in a lot of places on the page and it looks really bad and you don't know what to do, you can take another planner page. I know not everyone has multiple planners, but I think some of you who are watching this probably have at least one other planner that you can pull pages from. Either one that's old that you didn't use or an extra one and then you found one you liked better. So if you have an extra planner page at your disposal, you can lay it right down on top. This is July, this is January, it doesn't matter. I use Tombow mono adhesive tape like a tape runner to adhere my pages together when I do this. And I just kind of put it around the outside and then stick it together. This is a lot easier to do if it's in a planner already, because I can just pop it on the discs and then flop it down. And I don't have that. I don't have the planner handy right now, so I'm just going to try to do my best. But basically, now you have like, there's your one page, there's your other page. It doesn't make it all that thick. I actually do this quite a bit. And now your page is clean. And of course, now you have January dates, but you can seriously cover that up. I do that all the time. You can cover up the dates, change the dates with whiteout, with stickers on top, with box sticker here for the new date. There's lots of things you can do to change the dates on your page. That is what I would recommend if there's like a lot of spaces of that marker bleed through. You could also take label paper and cut out like a section, a big section, and place it over here. But another idea too is if you don't have an extra planner sitting around that you can put a new page on, what you can do is put this page on, like cover up the sections that have the pen with like whiteout or something. Pop that on your printer and copy it. And then you can take that page and put it on top here. That way you're not changing the dates. The paper's not going to be as nice, you know what I mean? Unless you use like super nice paper, it's not going to be as good, but that is an option. Or you can also take another page from like another week in your planner and then like transfer it and change the dates. I hope that made sense. Another thing you can do is put a big sticker on it. There's something called Mambi sticks, and let me just show you. So you can design your next page on the other side to cover up those bleed through areas. So you can grab a really big sticker. I'm not going to actually place this down because I don't want to waste this, and you can place it down like over those parts so that that's part of your design, but that it actually covers it up. All right, so another mistake you might make in your planner is when you pull up a sticker and it either leaves sticker residue on the page or it rips the page underneath. So I'm going to try to show you what I mean. So I'm just going to take a sticker and I'm just selecting stickers I don't really like. Like this doesn't appeal to me. So say you put your sticker down on the page and you're thinking, I don't really like, ooh, that's actually not a bad looking sticker. I probably shouldn't have taken that one. You're like, I don't really like where I placed it, so I'm going to pull it up. I don't have any undo. But, oh no, it left residue on the page. It left some of the sticker behind, and then you don't know what to do. You could do a couple things. First of all, obviously, as with everything else in this video, you can put a sticker on it. You know, that's the obvious thing. You can also put label paper on top of it. But you can take undo for these like little bits like that. And then what you want to do is either take a palette knife and like kind of just like do your best to push it up, or you can take like tweezers or anything like kind of sharp like this, like, and just push it until that little bit of paper comes off, and then like it's as good as new. If it rips the page, it's a little trickier, but you know, if it rips the page, I guess I would suggest just covering up that area with a sticker or legal paper or washi tape or something. Just do your best to cover it up. I know it's not ideal because maybe you don't want to put a sticker in that place or something, but you know, it's my best tip for that. I don't know what else to tell you. If you rip the page, you rip the page, and that's just the way it goes sometimes. Okay, for those of you who watch my videos, you know I like to use the checklist stencil for lists. I know a lot of people have a hard time with these. It just takes practice. One thing I want to tell you to try to avoid mistakes is when you're using this, you want to make sure that, first of all, it comes with like a clear like film on it that you need to pull off before you start using it. It doesn't tell you that. Not everybody knows that, but if you don't pull it off, then your lines are going to be like, the plastic's going to start to pull up and the lines are going to be funky. So make sure you do that. But But when you're doing it, I guess my tips for you when you're using this checklist stencil is to like really push it down hard. You want to make sure it's really firm against the page, and also like push down kind of hard with your pen, but just go sort of quickly. Okay, but say you're doing this and I tried to mess it up and I couldn't tweet. Okay, say you mess it up and that line is like really bad. Like, what are you gonna do? You know what the number one thing to do is? Cover it up with a sticker. And actually you can. So let me just actually mention that first. When you're covering up with a sticker, so say that's where your mistake is, you can take like a box sticker and like cover up that portion of it. You can still have those lines to write on that day, but it's really easy to kind of just cover that up. And that's probably like the easiest thing you can do. But if you don't want to do that and you need all the space and you don't like the way it looks or whatever, there's a couple of other things you can do. So first off, I use these when I make like little mistakes with the lines. You can take a white pen. So I have 3 options here. This is the one I've been using for a couple years now. This is the Sakura Jelly Roll pen, and it works pretty good at covering up the line, except you have to like do a really light touch. If you push down too much, it's not gonna like adhere to the paper as well, and it's gonna show the black through it. But that's the Jelly Roll. And also when it dries, it does pull up, like you can see the black a little bit through it when it dries. You can go over it again. This is a Uniball Signo. I just got these recently. I really like this one too. So let's do this with the Uniball Signo. Ooh, I don't like it for covering up lines though. I'm glad I did that so I could show you. I really like it for writing on black paper, but apparently it doesn't do as good of a job as the Sakura Jelly Roll at covering up those lines. Okay, the third option is you can use a paint pen, which is probably your best option. This is an Archer and Olive acrylograph pen. These are opaque. You can really use any white paint pen, I'm sure. But you're going to just take this and go over it really lightly with the paint pen. And since this is opaque, it's probably going to show up, it's going to cover it the best out of all 3 of those. But those are options for white pens you can use. And then you can go in once it's dry and just like draw the line, you know, over again. Another thing you can do that I just thought of today, and both of these are kind of the same tip. If you bought a sticker storage box from the Happy Planner, they come with these. And what these are little strips, and they're meant to like cover the top of the sticker book in case you want to label it somehow. But now that the Happy Planner is labeling like all the sticker books on the top, we really don't need these anymore. So you could easily take one of these and like, I probably would, this is like going to be a little bit see-through, so I probably would like white it out first. Maybe. I don't know. That's the other thing you can do. You can white out. But it's not going to look like as good because you're going to see the white out on the page. But that's an option. But if you use one of these and you're just like, I'll show it to you with the white out under it and without. So I don't know if you can see that. Do you see that line through it? It's okay though that it's there. Like it's okay. You can still just keep going and like draw a line on top and it's fine, but it looks a little bit better with the white out under there. And then, yeah, you would just cut it here. And then you can either redraw the line or just leave it and write on top of it or whatever. But I discovered these for this use. It's actually not a bad idea to use these strips to cover some mistakes in your planner. Even if you mess up like a word, like over here, say you didn't want it to say oops, you can kind of just take this. And again, you can put the white out on first so that it looks a little bit better, but you can cut little bits of this and use this because this is like pretty much the same color as the Happy Planner paper. It's really, really close. So I kind of like that idea. You can also use the backing in your sticker book. So all of this is a sticker, right? Even the white stuff behind it. So you can take this. Don't be afraid to use like every part of your sticker book, you know? And this is going to cover up line mistakes or any mistakes really in your planner. And it's going to be the same deal as those strips once you cut that. And these are free. Like, I mean, not free. You have to buy the sticker book, but if you're watching this, you probably have sticker books. So you can cut this stuff up and use it to cover. So say this line was messed up, just like cover it up, right? So it's going to be like the same. This is like the same kind of paper as this. Hopefully that gives you some ideas with these lines. It's not easy, but like you do get used to it and your lines will improve. Okay, another problem you might encounter is a ripped page near like the holes where your discs are. So say you ripped this by accident and you don't know what to do. Well, you can keep it in your planner like that. It's okay. It's still going to stay in. And I have done that before. But if you don't want it to be there, you can cover it up with washi tape. So you can basically take washi that's going to be like matching to your spread, you know? And I do this sometimes design-wise too. And just cover up this part. And I would cut this like really good, but I'm not going to do it right now. And whoa. And then you're going to take your Happy Planner punch if you have one. If not, you can go in with scissors and cut these little holes out, but it's kind of tedious. So you basically just take your punch and punch right through that washi tape. And now it'll stick in your planner. Just choose something that's going to match like your spread and you'll be good to go. Okay, sometimes when we put stickers down, they're crooked. You can use undo, you can embrace it and do a whole crooked sticker look. So say, I don't want to use all the good, I'll use some of these. I don't think I'm ever going to use these gold ones. So say you put this down and, oh no, it's crooked. You could take another one down, another sticker, and put it like this and make it like fun and different. And, you know, but you can also use undo. When you're putting stickers, when you're putting stickers down, I don't know. People have asked me, how do I put stickers straight? First of all, it just takes practice. But I guess my only tip for you when I can't seem to get a sticker to go down straight is to turn the page sideways and line it up with one of the lines. Doesn't always work, but sometimes that helps to get it straighter. If you reposition these stickers too many times, they're going to stop getting sticky. So if you're doing this and this and this and then this, eventually there's going to be like a little corner that pops up and you might push it down, but it's going to keep pushing back up. So the way I deal with that is I use a glue pen. So the one I've been using for a couple years now is the Zig 4-way or 2-way glue pen, and it's lasted me so long. And so what I do is I just go in and I put a little bit of glue right there on the corner and then push it down, and it takes care of it like every time. And I use this a lot for that because sometimes stickers pop up even when you haven't repositioned them a lot. And so I use these for the corners. Okay, the last mistake I want to talk about, that's kind of not really a mistake, but a problem, I guess, is when you want to put a sticker back in the sticker book and it won't go back in. So the first thing I would recommend, and this is what I say to everyone, is if you have tricky stickers, especially florals or something, you're going to put one back in. Say you go to put it back in and you can't like get it back in exact. And then the next time you open that book, it's going to stick to the backing and you're going to have an issue. And then there's going to be some of the backing stuck to that sticker. So to avoid that, you basically just want to take off, when you're putting a sticker back in the book, you're going to take off this whole backing of your page. I do this a lot, and you've probably, if you watch my videos, you've seen me do this before. So You're going to take off all the backing and leave the stickers on the page. And then when you go to put your sticker back, it's going to be like super easy. You don't have to like find the exact spot that it went in. Like squares are pretty easy, but if you're dealing with like really decorative florals or something, it's really hard to get it back in the right spot. So this way you can put it wherever you want. You know what I mean? You can just put it down because this is all ready for you. But that being said, sometimes it does this and it pops up. So I usually do this, but that's probably not what you should be doing, because you're going to run into problems with that. So there's a couple things you can do. You can, I've never done this, but you can take washi tape and you can secure it to the page if you really want to. If it's like a favorite sticker or something, you can do that, because then when you come in, the washi tape's going to be really easy to pull off. So that's one idea. Another idea is I have a sticker graveyard, which I have like right next to my desk typically. And what this is just a piece of wax paper. And this is what's currently in my sticker graveyard. Sometimes I put them back in the books, sometimes I don't. But you can always just take your sticker that's like doesn't seem to want to stick down to this page, and you can just put it in your sticker graveyard. It might do the same thing, but at least you're not like having trouble when you're opening your book and it's not like sticking to the back of this. So sometimes I do that as well. Okay, so those are all the tips I have for you today. I really hope this was helpful. I tried to think of pretty much every scenario that I could come up with, and if there's something that I forgot or something you still have problems with, please leave me a comment below and I'll try my best to answer your questions. And if you found some value in this, please give this a like and subscribe to my channel. I'd really, really appreciate it. So thanks for watching and stay tuned for Doodle of the Day. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.